Jazz and Beyond.
Where the standards are always hot
and the mood's just right.
On 702
and CapeTalk.
1, 2.
That's how we swing. Dabba dabba deeba deeba deeba. Well, I can't do that. The real person can do that even better. Should I say that? Real people. It's the music of the Baylor Project on Jazz and Beyond, where you come for the jazz and you stay for a good time. And this is how we welcome you to the second hour. And of course, I did tell you that I was going to be in conversation with this power couple, an astonishing duo that has incredible music that is founded on love, on faith, on culture and family. And they have been doing some incredible things, winning themselves NWCP awards and also being nominated for Grammys ×7. They are incredible. And they're joining us here on Jazz and Beyond. And I'm talking about Jean Baylor and Marcus Baylor. And hello and welcome to Jazz and Beyond.
Hello. How you doing, South Africa?
South Africa is all good. Yes. In fact, just say the world, because the world is listening to you.
Okay, the world. Yes.
Listen, welcome. And we just got so excited that you have been announced as in the lineup for the Standard Bank Joy of Jazz coming in September. Well, were you as excited as we are that you're coming here?
Oh, we're excited. We are lit up excited. We are ecstatic. We've been wanting to come. And so this is the year that we get to come and just partake in the goodness of it all.
And this is truly a bucket list moment that I have to just add to that. A bucket list moment coming to Joburg and to the Standard Bank Joy of Jazz Fest.
What have you heard about us that has been making you want to come here?
Wow. I mean, well, first of all, being able to come back what we call the motherland, amen? And, you know, it won't be our first time individually coming to Joburg, to South Africa. You know, we came there before in our previous groups. I was there with the Yellow Jackets. Gerald Veasley one time, and Gene was there with Jeanne. But this is the first time that the Baylor Project is stepping our feet on that beautiful soil of South Africa.
Wow. And look, we're excited that you're coming. And, I follow you guys and all the silly things that you get to do as a couple, as well as, especially like when you're getting ready for the Grammys. And man, congratulations for being, nominated every time. And then I'm just as disappointed as you guys when you don't win, because I follow the journey. And then nothing happens. I'm like, oh no, not again. But the fact that you get nominated out of so many musicians who could be on that final list, you know what I mean? What does that mean to you guys?
Every single time it is a blessing. It's because, like you said, we don't have to be on that list. We don't have to be in the number. And you can't if you don't at first get nominated. So we're always going to take our listeners and our fans on a journey, because it's our journey. It's a true and authentic journey for us, because you don't know what's going to happen. You do your best and you put it all out there. But when you put your music into the world and you get acknowledged in that way at that level, it's always exciting for us.
Absolutely. I mean, your music is, there's jazz, there's soul, there's R&B, there's gospel, there's a whole lot of, in fact, maybe before you even answer that, because you do all these songs that are spiritual and uplifting so well, and both of you were raised by pastors. Did you two go to church this morning?
No, ma'am. We didn't make it to church this morning. But amen, we at church right now in fellowship.
Church is inside. You take it wherever you go.
Okay. No, I just thought, I'm wondering whether or not, having, parents as pastors, that you just, go to church every Sunday. I guess with the kind of jobs that you have, it's not always possible.
That would be a little difficult. Yeah. But we go to church. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Every Sunday growing up. And for Marcus, it was like every other day of the week.
But I have to say this though. South Africa is literally, when you talk about the root, one of the roots of the music, when I think about just so many incredible musicians that come from South Africa, and every time I come there, it's some of the most incredible musicians we get a chance to meet, and from jazz to R&B. And let's talk about gospel. I mean, there are some serious gospel musicians. I forgot, over the pandemic, I started listening to, I forgot the name of the artist, but it was like in an arena, and it was just incredible. And we got a chance to meet, how you say her name? Hele?
Yeah.
Hele? Yeah, we had a chance to meet her. And it's just, yep.
Malay. Who is it?
Well, it's spelled HLE, and we're mispronouncing it all wrong. So I think it's just
She.
Claire. Yeah,
it would be She if it's HLE.
Claire.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to work on that.
Yeah, we got to work on that. And Jean has an incredible student that studied with her from South Africa too, who's doing really well.
Yes, her name. She actually
What's her name?
She won a big award, something at Radio FM. Motswedi Madiba.
Motswedi Madiba. Okay.
Yes, and she goes by Mo, M-O-E.
M-O-E. Okay.
That's her kind of stage name, but she won a big award, a Radio FM or something like that award about a year ago. And she came to New York to study at Manhattan School of Music and graduated last year, I believe. So she's singing around the world. She goes back and forth to China and to the U.S., and she's quite special.
Oh, that's fantastic, and glad to know. Let's talk about the how you guys got out of your original groups and decided, listen, let's leave all these other people. We know what we do and can do. Why don't we just do it together? What brought that on?
Wow.
You want to take that one?
Yeah, you could take part of it. Take part of it. Go ahead.
We met in the year of 2000 in September.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to blame it on the new millennium or anything. But,
in the year 2000, remember that OJ song? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. In the year 2000.
Yeah.
And so when we got married, well, music actually brought us together before we got married. I had a showcase and I needed a drummer, and the first drummer I asked to do it was flaking out, and another musician, Orrin Evans, a piano player on the gig, he referred Marcus to the gig, and I'm like, who's that? And he plays the Yellow Jackson. I'm like, wow. And Marcus agreed to do this showcase with me, and that's how we met and kind of took a special liking to one another. And we started kind of hanging out, and that's how we met. Music brought us together. Wow. But it was, and I think the jazz music and jazz just really, we did two other independent projects first before the Baylor Project, but it was jazz that really solidified and brought us kind of to our center, and that was the music and the genre and the sound that gave us the flexibility to kind of bring our whole selves to work, where we could bring in our gospel background and roots, and where we could bring in our R&B influences and soul and all the other influences that we have musically, but yet keep authentic to the language and the spirit of jazz music.
So, Marcus, you agree with her explanation?
Yeah, she's about 90% right.
Don't start with me.
I'm going to give you the 10%.
Don't start with me.
When we decided to start the Baylor Project, the idea came, I was taking a shower and it just hit, a long shower, and it hit, we should start a band together. And by this time, we've been married. We got married in 2002. So we was married at least about 12, 13 years? Because we started in 2017 or 2014? 2014.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And so Gene said, I said, babe, we should start a band called the Baylor Project. I can, because at the time I was doing a lot of producing in the studio, so I wasn't playing as much. I wasn't in the Yellow Jackets at the time. And so I said, we should start this band. And she was like, that's a dumb idea. What sense does that make? You're playing drums and me singing. I was like, no, it would be a full band. But however, I just said, just show up and everything's going to come together. And that's when we were blessed to do some gigs and record our first album and put it out in 2017. It was blessed to receive 2 Grammy nominations. And this year marks, this Grammys marks our 8th Grammy nomination. So we're still here, and it's just a blessing to God, and just keeping the music going and being inspired. And that's South Africa is going to really be, I believe, is going to be a great experience for us to inspire us to keep creating and just new, fresh ideas and just inspiration.
Fabulous. I mean, Gene, I'm just thinking now, if you thought back then, just you singing and him on the drums was a dumb idea, what are you saying about Walk With Me, Lord, now? Because that's...
Literally, I had to eat my words. I had to say, and no woman in any marriage wants to say, you're right. Not wrong.
And of course, this in itself as well got the, the Grammy. This beautiful collaboration. Just before I play this song, Walk With Me, Lord, just quickly tell the story of how, the studio, situation, and then all of a sudden there's, a Grammy that goes with this song.
Yeah, it was real simple. We were actually out at Grammy Week, and we endorsed this company that makes studio equipment named Apogee. And so they just wanted us to come by to just check out this new piece of equipment that we were putting in our studio. And so we showed up, and they said, hey, Marcus, you should play something. I said, well, we might as well just set up a mic, and Gene and I will do something. Showed up, and I said, hey, Gene, let's just do Walk With Me, Lord. We did one video audio take, and that was it. And before they put it out, I said, hey, you know what? We listened to it on the playback, and we were like, wow, man, this really came out special. So let's wait before we put it out. And so when they decided to put it out, we decided to put it out maybe 3 or 4 months later. It was just supposed to just be for like a video content for the company and us talking about this piece of equipment. But we felt like it was something special. So it was a great collaboration and just a blessing. And it was totally unplanned.
And look at the beauty that came out of it. South Africans love to sing along, and they like to get up and get excited, and, so I know you're going to get them on their feet when you perform, because you are famous for doing that to your audiences.
Wow. Thank you.
If we're not having fun on stage, I don't know how much fun the audience is going to have looking at us, right?
Absolutely.
And it's such a joy to get to do what you're born to do in this life, what you love to do and what you're purposed to do and gifted to do. And so even when, there's times when we're exhausted, sometimes you got a headache, sometimes everything is just not going as planned. And before you get on that stage, it's like you have to remind yourself that, hey, I'm still blessed and really fortunate that I get to get up here and do this. So get yourself centered and make it happen. So we are looking forward to this.
Well,
oh my God.
This is a song that you are certainly going to have to perform. Walk With Me, Lord. Absolutely beautiful. It's the Baylor Project on Jazz and Beyond. We're having conversation because they'll be here in September. And this is the husband and wife team. And this is just Gene Baylor on the vocals and Marcus Baylor on the drums. This one song. Whoa. Wow. That is absolutely powerful. Gene Baylor and Marcus Baylor, just the two of them on that track. I don't know if you guys will be performing this with a band when you come here. Don't answer that. This is just me thinking out loud. But just those two, the voice and the drums right now, sounds absolutely incredible. But where you are now, from when you started in 2017 with was it The Journey or Generations? Which one was the first in 2017? The Journey was the first album, and where you are now, from The Journey to Generations, the album, then obviously to the live performances which were recorded live at the Apparatus.
Apparatus.
Apparatus. Thank you, Jean. Thank you. And how have you guys feel? How do you feel you've grown as musically and as working together?
Wow.
In a lot of ways, I would say, growth happens naturally when you do what it is you do. And sometimes you don't realize it when it's happening until you get to a certain place and then you go back and listen. And so when I listen to The Journey, I hear how we've grown in all sorts of ways, vocally, musically, production-wise, as songwriters and producers. And then, the first album was The Journey. The second album was Generations.
Yes.
Really a dense album, very dense with a lot of, we didn't just throw some songs together, but we really had a concept centered around family, faith, culture, community, and love. And then when we did live at Apparatus, that was our first. Marcus said he wanted to do a live album, and he said he wanted to do it like, I don't know if I guess maybe I have some small churches there, like storefront churches. He wanted to have a vibe of like a storefront church. And this high-end design firm called us for 3 nights to reopen their gallery right after COVID. And so we performed for 3 nights, and Marcus said, we're going to push record just to see what happens. And it ended up being our first live album. Of the material from both of those 2 albums. And we still go back to listen and say, wow, we've grown so much even from live for Apparatus, from every gig that we do. It just, your sound just broadens and expands and matures. And so it's a beautiful journey, though. That's the one thing we love about jazz, because you're really creating in real time. You're not just recycling the same old stuff. You shouldn't be.
No, true. And also, as much as you have your own compositions, you also, interpret other compositions, some classics, and you do it so beautifully. Jeannie, who's your vocal, inspiration in terms of the voices that you hear or that you were listening to, and you think, my goodness, if only I could sound like that?
Oh, there's generations of them, legions of them.
I know.
If I had to try and scale it back to maybe a handful, in jazz, it would be Carmen McRae, Shirley Horn, are 2 of my biggest influences in the jazz genre. Of course, there are others: Betty Carter, Ella, Sarah, all the usual suspects, Diane Reeves. In gospel, CeCe Winans is a big influence on me in a lot of different ways, in addition to musically and vocally. And Aretha Franklin is a huge influence on me. And Anita Baker is a big influence on me. So I'll just give you a handful, but there's way, way, way more, though. We'll be here all night.
I'm certain And for you, Marcus, I mean, coming from working with the Yellow Jackets back then, so you're working with the band, and it's a big group, and to this point where you you're in charge. You're the man. This is your thing now. How has that put more pressure on you as a composer and an arranger and a producer and all the things that are required? Even though I know you did that in between Yellow Jackets and starting, the Baylor Project, but because you're doing this personal project with your better half, may I say, is that pressure on you, more than when you're doing stuff for other people?
I would say no. The reason why I would say no is because it's important I was great to have so many great mentors coming along, playing in bands as a sideman, where I could learn from Kenny Garrett. And then, we were 4 equal partners in the Yellow Jackets. So it was almost like you was getting a blueprint. And then I come from a family, like my mom and dad started a church in St. Louis years ago, over 50 years ago, I think, something like that. So I've watched them build to where it is now. And then actually my family has churches in South Africa. I think like in, it's going to come to me. Not Cape Town. I've been to Pretoria?
Oh, in Durban? Durban, maybe?
There you go. Durban, yes. I've been to Pretoria too. In Durban. And so, I would say, actually, in doing this with your better half, I think we really complement each other's strengths in business. And so it's really a major help. If it was solely just myself, then it would be a lot of pressure. But us coming together and collaborating as songwriters and producers and business, and not that we're on the same page. We if you're around us, you're gonna see the business side, but you're gonna see inside of the business a husband and wife arguing and saying it should go like this, it should go like that, and So I think most importantly is that all the opportunities before being in Cassandra Wilson Band and all the people I've played with has prepared me for this moment. That's what I would say more than anything. It's more like a schooling that was more so like preparation.
Who's the bossy one between you two?
Gene. No, how you gonna point at me?
Bossy.
No,
this is what y'all on here. Change your name. Make sure it says Baylor Project. Okay, put Gene Bell. Now put Gene Bell. He's bossy.
Please.
And then who?
I can be bossy too, though. He's bossy.
Who need to start this account?
I'll nag him all day.
Yes.
Who finds themselves saying "I'm sorry" all the time, more than the other?
Boss man. Oh yeah, that's Mark all day. He'll say sorry and don't even know what he's saying sorry about.
I guess that's what keeps you guys going, and because he says sorry before he even knows what he's sorry for.
I'm sorry. For what? I don't know. Well, how can you be sorry and feel that?
But that's beautiful, though. Listen, we so look forward to both of you coming through. Are you coming in with your own new band, or are you going to use some of the local musicians here?
So this is going to be, what an experience this is going to be. We're coming with the full band. Keith Loftus on saxophone.
Okay.
Freddie Hendricks on trumpet. Brandon Rose on bass, and Terry Brewer on piano, and Mark Williams on trombone. So we come in with the full team and squad, and we're so excited. I have to ask you something. About 15 years ago, Jean looks at her ASCAP, which collects for song royalties for radio, and she looks at this statement, and she sees this song For a Reason, which she wrote in high school. And Jeanne recorded it on their debut album, on their first album, pronounced Jeanne.
Yes.
And it was this whole huge surge that came out of South Africa for this song, For a Reason. Ain't that what it was for that, right?
Yes, For a Reason. Yes. Jeanne was a big deal.
Really? And Gene wrote that song, and so there was like somebody did a remix, and it became really big in South Africa.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Huge. Oh my gosh, it was some years ago, but it was really, really big. We're like, what?
You want your royalties now, Jane, for that remix.
I got them. I
Oh,
actually
you got them. That's how we found out.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how we knew. We're like, what the hell? Wait a
Well,
minute.
that is
Yes.
fantastic. That's
Yeah. So I was just curious. Have you ever heard the song?
Yes,
So that's why I was
yes,
curious.
yes. I do. I know the song. I don't know the remix though, but I certainly know the original song.
Wow. Okay.
Who knows? We might have to throw that in there a little bit.
In fact, you are going to have to, because, and I know that your audiences are, the different age groups, so they're gonna love you anyway. So throw that one song in there and watch the crowd go berserk. Just like they will go berserk listening to music from your albums, Generations, Journey, and also that Walk With Me. I'm going to thank you and, play Afro Blue. Loving how you interpret this song from your album, Journey. Afro Blue Dream, as you'd call it. We're looking forward to seeing you on the stages at the Standard Bank Joy of Jazz. You've got 2 performances, I think the Friday and the Sunday as well.
Yes. We're looking forward. Yes, it's going to be a good time. And special shout out to Naduzo. Right.
Nduduzo.
Yes.
Okay.
And Jimmy Glue Glue.
Oh, Jimmy Juju. Okay.
Yes.
Chances
And
are they are listening to the show, so they're hearing you.
And I think it's Benjamin Dubé, the gospel artist that I watched during the pandemic.
He's amazing.
Shout out to him. Haven't met him yet, but shout out to him.
You're going to be pulled left, right, and center by all these musicians when you get here, and collaborations and pulled into studios and, recording. But we're looking forward to you coming through. We're excited. And thank you so much for talking to me on Jazz and Beyond. I can't wait to meet you too.
Thank you so much.
We're so looking forward to it. We couldn't come all that way and just do one show. So we'll be there 2 days. And we look forward to seeing everybody.
Thank you so much.
And we might just move there too. Okay, but thank you. That's a whole nother conversation. We love y'all. Can't wait to see
it.
you.
Happens. It's happened to so many. Don't you worry. Gene Baylor and Marcus Baylor of the Baylor Project saying goodbye with the track playing in the background, Afro Blue, from the album Journey.